The nominees for the BAFTA Game Awards have been revealed, where Baldur's Gate 3, Spider-Man 2 and Alan Wake 2 are the top 3 with the most nominations. Baldur's Gate 3 has a total of 11 nominations across 8 categories, up for EE Player's Choice, Narrative, Artistic Achievement, Music, Performer in a Supporting Role with Andrew Wincott and Tracy Wiles, Performer in a Leading Role with Amelia Tyler, Neil Newbon and Samantha Bird, Multiplayer and Best Game. Next is the Insomniac title with 9 nominations in 9 different categories, including EE Player's Choice, Technical Achievement, Animation, Audio Achievement, Music, Performer in a Supporting Role with Tony Todd, Performer in a Leading Role with Yuri Lowenthal and Naji Jeter, and Best Game. As for Remedy's Alan Wake 2, it's up for 8 nominations, such as Narrative, Technical Achievement, Animation, Artistic Achievement, Audio Achievement, Music, Performer in a Supporting Role for Sam Lake, and Best Game. Besides these 3 games, there are also Dave the Diver, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and Super Mario Bros. Wonder up for Best Game. Which game do you think will end up winning the most awards? Drop your predictions in the comments. Welcome to Hyper Games. Here are more gaming news that you need to know. Let's circle back to Spider-Man 2 and the New Game Plus mode, which is already out, allowing you to play through the campaign with ultimate levels and gold gadgets. It also enables mission replay, time of day settings and adds new suits. However, there was a small mistake, and it's the fact that it enables the debug menu, which is used to skip game sections or enable modifications for QA testing. Fans have noticed that entering this menu shows certain missions for Beetle, an enemy that didn't appear in the game, which may indicate future DLC. It's not recommended to use this menu, as Insomniac has issued a warning that it may corrupt your save and trophy progress. They are working on a fix that will go live soon. Have you returned to Spider-Man 2 for New Game Plus? Share with us in the comments. Next, some PlayStation fans are not taking too well the idea that Sony is bringing Ghost of Tsushima to PC, and they feel betrayed, calling for a boycott of the game. As reported by Tech4Gamers, many fans have jumped to the Steam forums for the game, with a thread titled "Don't buy this," asking Steam players to skip the game. One of them said that Sony is playing with real fans who bought the game back in 2020, as this is a betrayal and they feel stabbed in the back. Another said that their life as a PlayStation gamer is ruined due to the port begging, killing PlayStation. This is very similar to what we saw recently with Xbox fans going crazy upon learning many exclusives would jump ship, which is foolish even if I understand their passion for the brand. Yes, you could say this makes having a PS5 irrelevant, but in the end what the console sells you is the ease of use, and it all comes down to preference. Besides, if Sony doesn't care, why should you? PS5 has managed to sell nearly 20 million consoles over the previous year, and it has a lifetime shipment of nearly 55 million units, so it's not like it's doing bad because of this. The cost of making games has gone up in recent years, and the company will try to maximize their investment as much as possible where it makes sense. Are you angry or feel betrayed by Sony doing PC ports? Voice your opinion in the comments. You know what else fans are not too happy about? The latest Helldivers 2 patch that made some balance changes to the game, and a developer comment didn't help. So the game received a new patch that nerfed fan favorite weapons like the railgun, breaker shotgun and shield generator, while buffing others. Fans were mixed over the changes, and Arrowhead senior animator Frederick Erickson tried to explain the change on Reddit, but it didn't go well as the conversation got more heated. This prompted studio CEO Johan Pylestedt to reply, indicating they have taken action internally to educate developers on how to represent the organization, with Erickson apologizing as well. In related news, Helldivers 2 is getting a new Warbond or Premium Battle Pass titled Cutting Edge this March 14, adding new armor sets, new weapons and capes. Besides that, the exosuits have been put on hold until players collaborate and liberate a sector of the map that has been invaded by the automatons, which makes it a very cool live service detail. Are you playing Helldivers 2? What do you think of the latest updates? Share with us in the comments. Now we should wonder if there's anything wrong with Final Fantasy VII or the franchise overall, as we have the sales numbers for Rebirth in Japan and they are good, but with some factors to consider. The game sold over 262,000 copies in its opening week, easily topping the chart, but is well below the Final Fantasy VII Remake, which got over 700,000 copies at launch. As I mentioned in a previous video, we have to consider that Remake launched right before the lockdowns for the pandemic started, where everyone had more time at home, plus the PS4 had a bigger install base than the PS5 at that point. What doesn't make sense to me is that it got less than Final Fantasy XVI's opening number of over 336,000 copies, which is more apples to apples, and Final Fantasy VII is a beloved series, while 16 is its own thing, with the gameplay probably appealing to a broader audience. We'll have to wait until we get the full numbers from all regions and can do a full comparison, but it's getting weird. It didn't even help PS5 reach the top, which other games such as Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth did last month. Do you think there's something wrong with Final Fantasy? Share your opinion in the comments. We have a quick update on the rise of the Ronin trophies, as they have been revealed in the Reddit community for the game by user Slickfist. I'm not going to mention any spoilers, but if you check it out yourself, be warned. The game has a total of 51 trophies including the Platinum, with most of them being based on side quests, collectibles and certain feats, plus a few regarding mastering abilities and reaching the highest level. The hardest could be beating one optional mission with Midnight difficulty enabled, but overall it seems an attainable Platinum when it comes out on March 22nd. Will you go after the Platinum for the game? Let us know in the comments. Another game releasing on that same day is Capcom's Dragon's Dogma 2, and new previews for the game are very positive, calling it not only a Game of the Year contender, but an all-time great. However, the main complaint is the uncapped frame rate, with conflicting reports from IGN and streamers that have a very choppy frame rate with an average of 31 FPS, while other streamers and side RPG fans said the game runs smoothly. Capcom has said the game will have a better frame rate once it launches. Dragon's Dogma 2 will be about as long as the original Dragon's Dogma, taking about 30 to 40 hours to finish the story, and about 100 hours for completionists. If you can wait until March 22nd, you can jump and create your character right now, as Capcom has released this option as a free 4.4GB download now up on the PlayStation Store. You can create 5 main characters and 5 pawns, which carry over to the full game. What's your hype level for Dragon's Dogma 2 just a few weeks from launch? Share with us in the comments. Speaking about trying games, you may be able to do the same with Stellar Blade soon, according to the latest rumor. That's coming from PlayStation Game Size on Twitter, who scrubs the PlayStation Store backend for file sizes, and they believe there's an 80% chance a demo could happen. We'll see if it turns out true, but regardless, one thing the game may get is even more costumes besides the 30 that will ship at launch. Game director Hong Tae-kim spoke with Game Informer and said the team plans to add more, but didn't outline many details on if this will be free, paid, or a mix of both. Are you looking forward to Stellar Blade? Let us know in the comments. And those are the PlayStation stories for today. Let me know what you think in the comments below, give this video a thumbs up or down to let me know your feedback, check out more content you may like as well, such as an update on Sony possibly locking the Final Fantasy VII Remake Trilogy exclusive, and subscribe for more on PlayStation. Thank you so much for watching, my name is Joseph, this is Hype for Games, and I'll see you on the next one.